1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Congratulations to Bob Chrisman for winning the specialty bag.
The home second.
Center fielder number 1, Travis Moore.
3-3. First pitch into Travis Moore, misses away 1-0. Travis Moore did not join the team in Yakima. He was unfortunately under the weather and was sick, but feeling better now in the starting lineup in game 1. Swings through the 1-0 and the count is even. The Black Bears were 0-3 on the road on Getaway Thursday, and they flipped the script by completing the sweep on the road to spoil Fan Appreciation Night in Yakima. Low breaking ball gets a chase out of Travis Moore as Gus Rogers works ahead in the count. The 1-2. Moore takes outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let's meet the outfield for the Elks. Derek Gellows in left. Hunter Comine gets a start in center field, and Ryan Christensen in right. Avery Ortiz at the hot corner. Tyler Peterson in the 6-hole. And Brandon Stinnett gets a start at second. Wilson Weber at first base. And behind the plate is James Williams doing the catching for Gus Rogers. The southpaw delivers a payoff pitch, and Moore takes at the letters. A leadoff walk issued in the bottom of the second to the Black Bears center fielder. A lot of traffic
Batting for the Black
through
Bears.
the first.
The second baseman, number 43,
+1
Julian Hooks.
innings. Travis Moore does have some speed on the bases. Showing bunts and laying it down the first baseline. It keeps rolling towards the bag, and Rogers plays it in fair territory and pulls Wilson Weber off of the bag. And now they're putting Moore back
to the top of the lineup with left
first
fielder number
base.
24, Marcus Titialii.
And they're calling runners interference for the second time in the game. Julius Hooks heads to the dugout, and Travis Moore put back on first base. The runner goes, the throw into second, not in time. Travis Moore under the tag for the first stolen bag of the game for the Black Bears, who have been stealing bags in bunches. Titialii in a hitter's count. You don't want to fall behind to Marcus. He has 11 hits on the season, 3 doubles, and 4 home runs. 7 out of 11 for extra bases. And he takes outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Moore on second base for the leadoff hitter for the Black Bears. Ropes it over the glove of Avery Ortiz, the third baseman, and Moore is being held up at third. Titialii now 1 for 2. He has been barreling the ball since he put on that Black Bear uniform, and the Black Bears have him cornered with just 1 out in the bottom of the second, and that's going to draw a mound visit. Before Kyle Mamarian, who walked and scored his last time up, he came in to score on that 3-run dinger off the bat of Chris Brown. Safeway and Albertsons stores are proud sponsors of the Cowlitz Black Bears. The Safeway Albertsons Foundation gives back locally in all communities it serves, including right here in Longview and Kelso. Where we give is where we live. Safeway Albertsons, dedicated to bettering the lives of people in our neighborhoods. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has tailgating favorites from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with
The shortstop,
Safeway
number
Drive Up
17,
and Go.
Kyle
To shop online
Mamarian.
at Safeway.com. Head to the store and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. Back in action, Kyle Mamarian has runners on first and third and fouls off the first pitch he sees from the southpaw Gus Rogers. 0-1 the count. Mamarian just finished his freshman year at Gonzaga in Eastern Washington. He was teammates with former Black Bear Sam Canton, who we're still thinking of, the everyday center fielder for the Black Bears during this 2023 season. He's a big part of why Cowlitz has been so successful this season. Unfortunately, Sam went down with a tough injury north of the border in Edmonton. Titi Ali'i heads to second base, and there's no throw as Marcus has his 5th stolen bag of the season, and the Black Bears have 2 runners in scoring position for their number 2 hitter. Sam Canton hit .324 this season, and he scored 24 runs for the Black Bears and drove in 17. He went down with 2 broken wrists, colliding with Patrick Stark, a teammate of his, out in the outfield. So we wish Sam a speedy recovery back home. The 2-2 misses, and I had the count wrong, and that's actually going to be the 2nd consecutive walk to Kyle Mamarian. And the bases are full of Bears in the bottom of the 2nd with
Now batting for
1
Black
out
Bears, the first
for
baseman, number
Ian
18,
Riley.
Ian Riley.
Mamarian has a great feel at the plate for balls and strikes. He does not chase very often out of the zone. First pitch misses, lefty on lefty matchup. And the third baseman, Avery Ortiz, in on the edge of the infield grass. Riley hitting .229. He has 14 runs batted in this season, and he's in a hitter's count now, 2-0. Riley with 4 doubles, 3 triples, and 3 home runs, one of which he hit in Yakima. He ticks below the knees and a 3-0 count. Last time these 2 teams played was in Bend in mid-July. They were all lopsided games. Cowlitz won the first 2 games, 16-5 in game 1 and 9-2 in game 2. Riley takes inside, picks up an RBI as a run is walked in, this time for the Black Bears offense. And Cowlitz takes the lead right back after giving it up in the top of the frame, and we're going to have a pitching change already in the bottom of the 2nd. Gus Rogers' night comes to an end, but he is responsible for all 3 runners on. We'll be right back with a new arm right after these messages.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving was the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Or Wednesday, August 9th.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide...
Jack Joyce, the new arrival for Bend, comes in a jam with the bases loaded and only 1 out. Jack Joyce from Mount Hood Community College faces Chris Brown. He put up a cricket number for the Black Bears in the home first. With his second home run of the season, it was a 3-run shot. And the Black Bears have scored in every inning so far, like their opponents, the Elks. 2-0, finds the zone, and 2 balls and 1 strike now to the Black Bears cleanup hitter. Brown, formerly a player at UConn, now headed to USC, and is hit in the back and will pick up RBI number 4 on the evening. This is game number 51, and I have not seen pitching like this from
Nominating the
both
Black Bears,
sides.
the right fielder, number 15,
Walking
Seth
consecutive
Stroh.
runners, hitting guys with the bases loaded. You'll see maybe that once per game, but not at the level we're seeing right now. Chopper up the middle. This could be 2. 1 at second, and the 6-3 double play ends the inning.
After
Seth
2, your
Stroh
score,
out
Bend
on
3,
the first pitch.
Cowlitz
That
5.
limits the damage. Jack Joyce hits a batter to bring
All right,
in
fans,
the
it's
5th
time
run
for
of the
another
game
fan
for the
appreciation
Black Bears,
giveaway.
but then induces
This time it's
a
for a
double
Les
play
Schwab
out of
roadside
Seth Stroh.
kit and a
5-3
surprise gift card.
Cowlitz
Les
in
Schwab
front as we head to the
roadside
top of
kit
the third
and a
from
surprise
Longview,
gift card. Take it
Washington.
away, Lane.
Thank you, Les Schwab.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Play ball! Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Thanks for being here, Michael.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you always having me, and you never know if this is your last time in the booth, so thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the experience this summer.
My pleasure. Showing bunt and pulling back, called strike 1. So kind of walk me through the first couple innings, what you've seen out of Austin McWilliams, who's kind of been struggling with his commands, but he's still battling out there on the hill.
Well, a day like today, you show how tough you are. You know, you clearly don't have your A stuff, but you can still be an A-plus competitor. And right now he's competing, he's keeping us in it, and he's fighting. You know, every pitch you can see he has the detail that he's doing Going to do the little things.
The second baseman, number 6.
Ground ball up the middle that Julius Hooks comes charging in front of second base, throws across his body on the run in time. 2-4-3 putouts to begin the top of the third, and 2 very quick outs for McWilliams, and he's working ahead in the count now, 0-1 to Brandon Stinnett.
Julius Hooks, share the love, please. Just making all the plays this inning. Wow. Great job, Julius.
0-1, hit back and foul, and McWilliams way ahead, 0-2. What do you expect to see here, Mike?
Well, I would be shocked if he kept the ball in the zone. I expect a breaking ball that's going to be down and very difficult to do any damage with. And especially Q is a very smart guy. I assume he's not going to throw anything in his own, or he's going to throw his patented high fastball to set up maybe a breaking ball.
Working from the first base side of the rubber, there's a breaking ball, but he doesn't get a chase out of the Elks second baseman. The count moves to 1-2, maybe setting up for that elevated fastball like you're just talking about.
Maybe, or he doubles up the breaking ball.
Foul back, and we get to do it again. The battle continues at the plate between McWilliams and Stinnett. Not related to skipper Kelly Stinnett. I clarified that before the game. He said, not to my knowledge.
That's a very respectful way to answer that. Hey, I don't know.
1-2, misses, down and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, and 2 away. Looking for the first 1-2-3 inning on either side here in the top of the third.
I would love to see Julius finish this inning with another ground ball.
Well, perhaps after this foul ball.
Make my day.
So we talked about it last night as there's the golden sombrero, means you strike out like 4 times in a game. But last night we had one of our players have 5 walks. But you wonder what you're going to call it if Julius gets 3 ground balls in an inning. You wonder whether you call it the golden glove or what? What do you call that if he gets all 3 of the plays in one inning? Or you call it the Julius show?
You get a high five from your pitcher, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I know I'd be over there high-fiving him.
2-2 misses. From 0-2 now to 3-2. McWilliams will have to challenge Stinnett here in this full count.
What an amazing play earlier by Griffin. And Griffin, he's just blocking up the storm up there. I mean, he's just putting his body on the line tonight. Great to see from Griffin, especially when we've already made the playoffs, still putting it on the line.
Shot foul, and we get to do it again. Yeah, you're talking about the play that Marcus Titiali'i came firing in from left field, and Sotomayor kept possession of the ball, and that's the hardest thing to do when someone's running right into you. You have to track the ball, catch the ball, keep possession of the ball while you're applying the tag, and he did all those things to get the runner at home. We will not have a 1-2-3 as Brandon Stinnett is walked with 2 gone.
Yes, and once again, what can't Marcus Titiali'i do? I mean, he's done it all for the Black Bears this season.
It's contagious. We saw Chris Brown join the home run party for you guys.
But for all the fans listening that didn't listen to the radio show last night, I did call Chris Brown's home run coming. I said, with all these walks, Chris Brown is just due for a home run. I stated it last night, and today it delivered.
I got to give you credit for a couple of calling your shots. You called Ian Riley hitting a home run last time we were at home, and he delivered a shot over the wall in right field. Foul tipped into the mid of Sotomayor, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, kids, if you're listening at home, here's the secret to victory. You practice hard. You see Ian Riley. He's practicing hard. He's working hard. You see our third baseman practicing hard, and they get the results. And that's just the secret. I mean, you have to practice hard and practice your craft. And some things suck. Some days suck. But it's about getting to those good days where you can celebrate. And that's what it's all about.
2-1 right down Broad Street, and the count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you have any questions for Michael Buchanan, go ahead and drop them in the comment section.
You know, I always thought that 2-2 was the most interesting count in baseball because as a pitcher, if you miss, you get to go to 3-2 and do it all over again. And so I always just think 2-2 is just the most interesting count because it's your choice whether you want to attack in the zone or whether you want to chase. And as you see, Q, he wanted to chase there. Now Q is going to get right back in the zone.
Avery Ortiz takes just low And back-to-back walks issued by McWilliams to the 7 and 8 hitters.
And I like to call McWilliams Q for all the fans listening at home. And Q, I will say, though, those are some tough calls the umpire is making. And those are pretty close. Those could go the other way.
You have nicknames for just about everybody on the team, right?
Well, it's good to have
Even
fun.
for me.
Absolutely. As the fans know, I like to call my partner here JC. And so, but I just think it keeps everyone fun and having fun and being loose.
First pitch misses down and in to the number 9 hitter, the catcher for the Elks, James Williams, who walked his last time up.
It's interesting here for Q. You've walked 2 batters, but you still have a chance to pitch out of here and get your 0. So hopefully Q can get it done.
1-0, hit foul, and that evens up the count. So what does it mean to you to be a part of this 2023 squad? It's the first time the Black Bears have made the playoffs since 2012 and the second time in franchise history.
It means the world to me because I love the West Coast League. It's so much fun, such a great experience, and I wanted to make the playoffs on the first day I came. And a lot of it has to do with is I am a lot older than a lot of the players here. So my baseball career, you never know how much more I have left. You never know. I hope I play another 10 years. But that's the reality of life.
2-1 hit into right field, but Seth Stroh is right there. And Austin McWilliams able to work around some trouble after consecutive walks with 2 outs.
But back to what I was saying, you never know, and so you want to enjoy every second you can playing baseball. You never know how long it lasts. Thank you so much, Black Bear fans. We'll see you next half inning.
Through 2.5, 5-3, Cowlitz.
Big thank you to PUD for
Weather Guard!
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's basketball. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
So, Mike, tell me about your time that you spent in Longview this summer.
Well, I hope the listeners can hear me a little bit better. It's been an absolute blast. I've had a great host family and the Fishers, and I've had a great host family son and Grayson, and it's been an absolute blast. And I really enjoyed traveling throughout the Northwest.
They got the bottom of the third. For the Black Bears, the catcher, number 10,
I enjoyed
Griffin
meeting all my
Sotomayor.
teammates, and I'm so thankful for the coaches. They've been so good to me, and I appreciate them, especially too, working with me and having patience with me and just being honest with me and just treating me the right way, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Longview. Thank you so much, Cowlitz Black Bears.
Your first series with the team, we were in Bend.
Yes, we were in Bend. And
which is also another beautiful place.
It was absolutely beautiful. The fans were great in Bend. They were so nice. They were so fun. They were into the game. They were knowledgeable. And it was a great time with my teammates. We all enjoyed going to the river together. We all enjoyed just getting to know each other, spending time in the pool, in the hot tub together. And it always helps when you get a series win. But we had a bunch of other players like Griffin, the hitter right now. He joined the team with us in the Bend series as well. And Griffin's been nothing but a joy to be around and an absolute great teammate and catcher. And so it's been a great group, and it's been a lot of fun, and we're really thankful for Ben to make the trip up here because we really enjoy playing them.
First strikeout for the Elks
For the Black
comes
Bears,
to begin the home third.
The
Sotomayor,
birthday
who
boy
we were just
at
talking
21
about.
years old today,
I've had a great
number 5, Nick
connection
Miller.
with Griffin Sotomayor since he came to the club too. One of the nicest guys that you'll meet.
Yes, and that's always tough though for Griffin. You don't want to make excuses, but the poor guy, he just got done catching a full inning. There was adversity in the inning, and then he's got to come up and hit. It's tough. Sometimes before you hit, you want to catch your breath and get your mind right. So hopefully I expect Griffin to bounce back next IB. And now here comes the hometown hero, Nick Miller.
On his 21st birthday, he fouls it off of himself. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You got to give credit for Nick. Even when he was out, he was a great person, a great teammate, and that's what you love to see. And he's getting the results he wants ever since he's came back from his injury. And you hope that he can carry this momentum onto his college career with our very own Kelly Sinet.
Yes, at Park University in Gilbert, Arizona. That's where Nick Miller is headed. And he's hit on the back, right on his number 5.
Man, you just get back from injury and you get hit by a baseball. That's always tough, you know. And Nick's one tough kid, but that's a tough blow right there. And now Nick's future
the center fielder, number 1, Travis Moore.
Current teammate here in the Black Bears is now up to bat. How cool is that?
I was surprised that we didn't see more players that Kelly Stinnett brought up from Park University, but now we're getting to see a couple guys, and Nick Miller transferring there, and now Travis Moore.
Well, I think Kelly wanted to respect that. The GM for the Black Bears is the GM, and he wanted to let the GM do his thing, and Kelly Stinnett's job is to coach the players that he has in front of him, and he does a great job of that. And he's a great coach, and we all appreciate him.
1-0 taken for a strike on the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 runner on, and 1 gone after Miller was hit by the pitch. How can you put into words how Coach Kelly Stinnett has kept everyone focused throughout this really tough schedule? Sharply hit ground ball to Avery Ortiz. 5, 4, 3. And that is a inning-ending double play. Second double play that the Elks have induced. We'll stay here through the break.
Fans, will be turning your attention to the first base line.
Coach Kelly Stinnett, he told us that he's
Federal
going to treat
Credit
us
Union
like
is
pros.
going to be out here with the Fiber Bat Limbo.
Well, but when you are struggling, he's going to say something to you.
Thank you, Fiber, for coming out today. They're going to be doing a bat limbo for us, and I will be doing their announcement at the end of the limbo.
I really respect that because he knows, like, hey,
so cheer
these
on
guys
the
in
kids.
the summer, they're coming here to get better. But the players that are already playing well, he kind of wants them to just to roll in the fall with momentum and confidence. And we all really appreciate him. He's also one funny dude. He is really funny, and he keeps everyone loose, and he understands that, hey, you know, this is not about me. This is about the Cowlitz Black Bears. This is about the players. This is about the fans. And we want everyone to enjoy this experience. We want the fans to enjoy the experience. We want the players, and we want, you know, the ownership and the GM too. So you have to respect Kelly Stinnett.
Looks like we got a winner out there. We're also going to have some winners here.
Congratulations to Jameson.
Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence how well you guys have done in Coach Kelly Stinnett's first season, and already you guys have broken a franchise record in wins, which you're shattering. It was 28, and you already have 31 with 3 more games to play. You have to give a bunch of credit to your coach, as you just spoke about so greatly of, and also have to give a lot of credit to you players, because it's a grind day in and day out, coming to the ballpark every day and being on your A game.
Let's absolutely give some credit to the 2 assistant coaches, Shane, and we call him JP, our pitching coach, JP. They've done an amazing job. They're great guys to be around on and off the field. They're great coaches. They're great men. And one thing I really want to add is almost like this team is a lot like, honestly, it's pretty wild to say, but a lot like the Oakland A's Moneyball team. And the reason I say that is because we have such a loose demeanor about us. Like, hey, you know what? You guys may have a better, like, you guys may have more money than us or whatever.
Oh, so at the top of their lineup, with shortstop, number 26, Tyler Peterson.
And have fun while you do it, yeah.
And I always think of Kelly Stinnett as just that calming influence that keeps everyone right. As now we have young Gavin on the mound. He's looking to finish the summer strong, as this could be his last outing of the summer for the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Calm, cool, and collected is Kelly Stinnett. And Gavin Gard comes in with a 3-0 record. 6 1/3. He has 3 punch-outs, 2 walks, and 9 hits given up. He's looking to hang consecutive zeros on the board for the Black Bears.
Gavin's going to have to work with a tough zone right now. This is a good umpire. He's a really good guy. He's a good umpire. We've had him before, but he has a small zone, and he is going to be stubborn with his zone. He's not going to give in. And a great job of Gavin to find the zone right there and get back in the count. is he needs to just hold on to this lead and just keep doing what he's done all summer, which is making timely pitches and filling up the zone.
2-1 taken outside. This is the leadoff hitter for the for the Bend Elks, Tyler Peterson, who's 1 for 2. He led the game off with a single and was called out on runner's interference his last time up. Check swing, but it's foul tipped into the mid of Sotomayor.
That's always a hitter's nightmare right there. When you check swing, you try to hold it up. You don't think in your mind it's going to be a strike, and then you foul tip it, and you get the strike anyways.
The payoff pitch for Gavin Gard, just above the belt. And Peterson aboard with a leadoff walk.
Once again, hey, this umpire, give him credit. He's sticking to his zone, but this is a small zone, folks. So please bear with our pitchers tonight. We're going to grind through it, but this is a tight zone. So Gavin's going to have to just find the zone, pitch to contact, and use the turf tonight to get the double plays to have a successful night.
I talked a little bit about it before we were up in the booth. I said this is very untraditional for Black Bear pitchers to walk runs in, and I haven't seen the whole season more than one batter being walked in with the bases loaded. So, yeah, like you said, a very tight zone tonight. So that is a big reasoning why we've seen what we have here in the series opener.
Nothing better than as a runner goes, and he's going to be way in there. But that was a tough one. Griffin was set up on the other side of the plate. It was a tough pitch to handle. Gavin, I think, just yanked it a little bit, and we can still pitch out of this. But I will say is, for the Black Bears, you got to think, hey, you know what? We're already in the playoffs. This is a great test for us to get back to what makes us good as the Black Bears fans, which is filling up his own fastballs, making timely pitching, and having an umpire like right there, that's a good pitch, and he's not getting the call.
He got squeezed right there.
And I mean, having an umpire that's going to be stubborn and going to stick to his guns is going to be good for us, because when we get in the playoffs, there's no excuse. We don't want to go home because we couldn't overcome the umpire. So this is going to be good for us in the long run. But it always sucks in the moment.
4-pitch walk issued to Derek Gellos, and now the number 3 hitter, Luca DiPaolo, best hitter for Bend, comes up to the plate with runners on first and second, nobody out in the visiting fourth.
Well, when your best hitter's up, I don't think you lose sight of what you need to do when you face their best hitter, which is you don't just give in and give them a fastball in the middle, because usually when their best player's doing good, the whole team feels good. So if I'm Gavin, I'm still sticking to the corners, even though he's has a tight zone.
5 consecutive balls thrown from Gavin Gard. First relief pitcher for the Black Bears here in Game 1. Will throw over to Hooks. Close play, but back in time is Tyler Peterson.
Great job by Julius. Sometimes doing something like that just kind of resets your mind, too, for the pitcher.
1-0, taken in the dirt, and very nice stop by Griffin Sotomayor behind the plate.
Griffin just having a game right now behind the plate. Keep it up, Griffin. As you think, I think right here, Gavin just got to stay at the knees. I do not want to see a cookie.
6 balls in a row, and this one's lifted into left center field, and that moves back Travis Moore, who will play it off the wall. The runner, Derek Gellos, almost caught up to Tyler Peterson in front of him as Peterson comes sliding in head first. And now the game is 5-4 on back-to-back RBI doubles from Luca DiPaolo.
Well, that's why I call a down-the-middle pitch, a middle fastball, a cookie.
Now batting for the Elks, the first baseman, number 20, Wilson Weber.
Because, when your best player is rolling, your whole team is rolling. And that is a hitter where I would not want him to get hot, especially at Game 1 of the series.
Runners on second and third, still nobody out as Gavin Gard establishes a first pitch strike to the cleanup hitter Wilson Weber.
Great job by Gavin to find the zone with his breaking ball.
Another breaking ball hit sharply to Kyle Mamarian, who gloves it and throws out Wilson Weber. That does bring in the tying run, 5-5 in the top of the fourth.
One thing that I had to learn as a pitcher,
now batting for the Elks, the right fielder, number 10, Ryan Christensen.
Lineup, you got to cut your losses. hey, look, I know a run scored, but hey, now he has 1 out. And so if he gets a big-time pop-out or strikeout here, he's a chance to get out of this inning with the lead. And that's what you want to think as a pitcher, too. I want to leave the game with the lead, give my team a chance to win. As the first pitch is low and inside to the bend hitter.
It's all tied up 5-5. They just haven't changed it yet on the scoreboard. 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the fourth, and then 1 in the second for Bend.
My apologies. I thought we had the lead because of the scoreboard. But
that's me. That happens to me when I'm trying to call the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, and then all of a sudden the runner's balked.
He has a chance to, if he gets a quick out here and then another quick out, he has a chance to keep the game a tie. To keep us well afloat for the rest of the game.
2-0 is a chopper down the first base line. So what do you tell your guys if you're in the bullpen right now and you have a chance to come in with a very tight zone behind the plate?
Well, most people won't like this, but I'm going to tell them, hey, you got to go out there and have no excuses, but you need to take your warm-up more serious. And some people might be like, well, I don't know, I like to be loose. But I'm like, hey, I'm just telling you, you do not want to lose the game because of an early walk, you know. And so you want to come in sharp and ready to go. So you might need to take your warm-up pitches way more serious than usual, is what I would think.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone, and a runner on second. Misses and spiked in front of home plate, and that gets away from Griffin Sotomayor after the wild pitch that allows DePaulo to move to third base.
This is going to be a big-time pitch here as we have a 3-2 count. You know, with Gavin, I would think, hey, the biggest thing you want to do here is you want to remember you got a tight zone. But you can still pitch out of all these situations. So you do not want to just give a middle pitch to the 4-hitter.
Payoff pitch, strike 3. Ryan Christensen stands there like a house on the side of the road, and a huge first strikeout for the Black Bears pitching staff.
Great job, Gavin. And that's an amazing job.
Now batting for the Elks, the center fielder, number 27, Hunter
and he finally got
Comine.
it. Good job, Gavin.
Get to pull out my highlighter for the first time for the Black Bears pitching staff.
That's our first strikeout of the night?
Yes.
Wow, I mean, that's unusual. I mean, our pitching staff, we strike a lot of guys out. So that's unusual.
Now you're making me second guess, but I just checked my scorecard. First strikeout of the game. The 0-1 taken low, and another good stop by the Black Bears catcher tonight, Griffin Sotomayor, as the guys call him Griff.
Well, fans, I want to clarify what I said earlier. Remember, sometimes you want to cut your losses. Gavin just got the ground ball, the run scored, it sucks. But then he got the big-time strikeout, and now he's got 2 strikes, and he's a chance to strand the game-leading run on third base.
That was a beautiful breaking ball that sliced through the zone and ended on the outer half. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 strike away from getting out of this, and hit in the air into right field. Seth Stroh comes running in and dives for it in foul territory, making the catch, and that will end the inning. The cap is shown off from Ian Riley. He tips his cap to his right fielder as Seth Stroh makes an unbelievable play in foul territory.
Thank you, Seth Stroh. You absolutely saved it.
It's time for another giveaway. This time
we are through 3.5, all knotted up at 5.
Thank you, Snap Fitness. And
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at
Now batting for the Black Bears is Julian Hooks.
I'm sorry, I got to correct you. It's Julius Hooks, and it's wrong on the lineup card. So it's not your fault.
Absolutely. Sorry, Julius. Julius Hooks just ropes the ball to the third baseman and off the glove to the third baseman. And I apologize to my teammate and to his family for mispronouncing his name. But he is having a hell of a game right now. He is making plays in the field. He's swinging the bat well. And as always, he's bringing the energy to the ballpark, which we all love. And I expect him to, especially.
Black Bears are back to the top of our lineup with left fielder number 24, Marcus Titialii.
To use his wheels here, see a down angle read and take second.
Marcus has been so fun to watch. Every time he comes up to the plate, you don't know what you're going to see off the very strong bat of Marcus Titialii, who's 1 for 2 with the run scored. He scored his 14th run, and he's only playing in his 11th game. And just as you called, there goes Julius.